Okay, I don't know where the camera is on this phone because it's new, because I got the new iPhone XS at work. Anyways, the camera coloring is a little bit not great in my house. It's making me very orange, but I'm gonna color correct that. So today, or this week's Let's Talk, I'm sorry I haven't been doing these yet because, well, the topic is when life gets busy and kind of a hashtag adulting thing. Do you guys struggle with this too? I kind of thought as things would get better, I would be better at doing all the things I have to handle. Turns out normal people who don't have extreme mental illnesses also have issues doing everything they need to do to get done. So that is what I want to talk about today. This is kind of more of a just a vent video. Ollie, stop. He wants to play. I need to take him and go for a run. But I'm going to do that later when I already have to leave the house for something else. Because I'm just super busy. I've been going in extra to work to try to increase my paycheck. I need to maximize the hours that I'm there. But this only being the third month that I have been selling, it's been a little bit more understandable. I also was going homesick a little bit. So going in extra hours on different days and doing shorter shifts. So I'm starting to feel better. It's a little congested. But in the being sick, I've lost my working out habit, my eating healthy habit, and I'm behind on YouTube the week after I started doing it, which is what I'm getting ready to work on now is my editing of the series that aren't out, and try to get recording done because I am going out of town this weekend with my mom to visit family in Utah, which means I'm going to have no time to edit. This is making me really, really like, I really want to get a laptop, but I'm trying to focus on paying debt. And this is just, I realize it's like normal life for everyone where like all these different priorities just, they conflict with each other, even though they're all great priorities. It's hard to focus on all of them at the same time. So you kind of have to pick and choose. And then I feel like, and I hope that once I get one habit and one priority kind of under control, then I can start adding to that, and then eventually you'll hit this equilibrium, this good balance. And every time you add something, it'll probably put you off balance a little bit, but once you get that used to that, then your balance will kind of even out. At least that's what I hope. That's what I'm striving for. Not sure if life is quite so black and white and a pretty painted picture, but what I've been doing right now is trying to figure out different ways to stay better organized. And I will tell you, I am not naturally good at being organized. Some things I've been trying is like bullet journaling, but then that requires time and I haven't really been keeping up with that. It was different when I was full-time self-employed and I really had like a daily to-do list. Figuring out how to do it when I have just like a normal 8 to 5 type, well, it's not a normal 8 to 5 type job, but a normal job with like a more regular schedule away from the house. I don't have to keep a list of things that I need to get done for work necessarily, as well as YouTube and I don't know. So that's kind of something I'm doing on the side. Also like being sick has thrown everything off, and so how do you have things set up in a system so when you get sick, so like my house is a disaster. I don't know if you can kind of see in the background, you can see some disasterness back there. Thankfully the way I film mostly hides my disaster of a house. But yeah, so I'm looking into different productivity systems and things, but I think it ultimately comes down to like willpower, which is funny because I listened to this great podcast by Stuff You Should Know is what the podcast is called. So if you haven't listened to that podcast, you should go. But they had a podcast about willpower and how everybody has a finite amount of willpower. Some people have less than others, and then it's also a muscle that you can kind of grow. So that's why I've decided I'm going to take a step back and kind of focus on one habit at a time. I don't know which habit first, though. I think my schedule at work has been kind of changing a lot as we kind of figure out what works. And as other people's schedules have been moved around because we had another person. So next month, towards the beginning of next month, so in a week or two, it is going to settle in. I'm going to have 3 days off in a row I have Thursday, Friday, Saturdays off. I won't be taking time off like this weekend and next week. My schedule is a little bit weird because I'm taking an extra day off to go to Utah with my mom to see family. So I think I've decided to just put pause on everything until my work schedule equalizes. Then once that happens, then I'm going to focus on getting a good study schedule, because that has been a struggle for me the last few weeks. Since I've been sick, I haven't had as much mental energy because I have no physical energy, and my study sessions have been pretty lame, and I am way behind on where I should be in this semester. So that's going to kind of be the second thing I focus on. Then I'm probably going to try to get YouTube in here. So I'm doing that super consistently, and I know how much time I need to record, how much time I need to edit, and I just have set times and days that I do that. And then if something comes up, I will hopefully be a week ahead. I'll get a week ahead, and then I might have to have like a crunch day to get caught back up. And then I'm going to start focusing on adding a workout and diet and the stuff that are actually a lot harder to do as far as mental energy goes, and willpower goes. I'm starting with things that have less willpower required, like, work. Obviously, I go to work no matter what. So once I get that settled in, and then school, I actually really enjoy what I'm learning. So that'll have an easier amount of willpower to just stick with that. And obviously, I love doing YouTube. When I don't have a lot of energy, it's harder to get myself to edit. When I don't have energy, I can kind of get through a recording, because I can kind of ramp myself up. It's fun, it's a video game, but editing is a lot harder to make myself focus on. And then once I kind of have those and kind of a good machine kind of going in the next month or two, then I'm really going to focus on my diet and eating habits and all of that. So that's where I'm at with my life being super busy, crazy. I'm just curious. I want to throw it back to you guys. Do you have any tips for like being an organized, responsible adult who takes care of themselves and all of their responsibilities? Admittedly, I have a few extra responsibilities that most people don't have, but I also have a lot of responsibilities that a lot of people don't have. Like, I don't have a husband or kids. I mean, that's great. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. What tricks do you guys use to maximize the amount of time you have in a day and in a week and a month, to make sure you get everything done that you need to get done, and you meet all your obligations that you have. I know one thing I really need to work on is committing to things that I don't actually have time for, such as helping people out that maybe it's putting a strain on other parts, and it may be just better to say no. And also maybe not going into work extra so much, and utilizing my days off for the things that I've let fall through the cracks. So, but yeah, really want to hear your guys' comments and thoughts and advice down below. And this was kind of a vomity let's talk, because I didn't really have anything prepared, but this is what's been on my mind this week, and the last couple of weeks is just feeling kind of bogged down by all my responsibilities and my schedule, and not really feel like I have anything under control right now, which I suppose is a normal human experience. But yeah, anyways, I will hopefully see you guys next week in a new Let's Talk. If not, I'm hoping to start doing these consistently, at least every other week, soon. And I gotta go edit now. Bye.